In this video, I'm going to give you diabolical signs that he's going to cheat. And this video is not for men. If you're a man, go do something else. I don't know, work on yourself. You shouldn't be here. Okay, if you still haven't, please subscribe to my channel for more enlightening content like this. And let's jump straight into the business. First of all, your gut never lies. Women of the world, please hear me out. Your gut never ever lies. And sometimes we just do not have enough experience or courage to let go and move on from a relationship we have. And we wait till this person that we're in relationship with breaks our heart and makes us leave. But before that, it feels like we can't leave them. That is totally unfair. Something that comes from trauma. And honestly, I hate this phenomenon of not leaving men only because they haven't had done anything horrible yet. What are we waiting for? It doesn't take a heartbreak to leave a man. When you see few red flags that you really don't like, that's the sign. In fact, it will be very fair for both of you if you would leave this relationship after you smell a few red flags that could potentially ruin both of your lives. You, girl, need new rules, as Dua would say, and you need non-negotiables in relationships, okay? Before you start a relationship. But since you might be already in one, let me tell you all the signs that potentially could lead this relationship to an unpleasant place. And you might be blinding yourself. And if you're a man and still here, what did I say? You guys never listen. Leave! Leave, girl! I mean, man. So without any further ado, let's start listing these things. So first and foremost, girl, you need to watch this. You need to watch out. So first sign is he low-key compares to other women, especially in good context, and especially as a compliment. Ugh, I wish I could tell you. I can't stress this enough, how first of a red flag this is. You know why? Because when a man compares to you other women who he has bad feelings towards to, those are exactly the women you should watch out for. Because that is women he wants. Subconsciously, men love to confront things that they can't get. I'm obviously mean about traumatized men, and that's most probably who you are with. I love that you're not like other girls. You're totally different. Like you're kind of just wife material or shit like that. If he says things like that, girl, it's time to run. Run. He separates this type of girls and this type of girls and this type of girls and this type of girls. And for some of them, he has respect. For some of them, not. He acts like he has respect for your kind of women, but he doesn't. Because there is no such thing as human being respectful to some people and some not. If you're respectful, you're respectful, okay? So if he says, you're not like other girls, blah, 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 this is not compliment. This is not a compliment at all. This is judgment hiding under praise. And men who do this end up chasing exactly same women who they hated on. Yes. These might be category of women that he cannot get. He cannot access. So anytime he gets a chance to get his hands near them, he's gonna use this chance. Next and logical one, how he talks about women who he's not attracted to says a lot about him. Men who tend to make fun of or mock any kind of women for being emotional, for dressing up this way or that way. It doesn't matter, literally anything in between. He has deep disrespect for women. That's why he does that. And one day it might take a slight inconvenience for him to turn this disrespect towards you, unfortunately. Third sign is that he follows a lot of women, and including naked women. And he says it's just harmless. Ugh, I love their delusion. I wish us women could be this delusional, okay? Look, we all appreciate beauty, okay? I love women. I love watching women. But if his feed is full of naked women, that is kind of digital window shopping, okay? Don't be surprised if he one day walks in the shop. Fourth and very annoying one, he guards his phone. He always puts it upside down. He always has it with him. He never leaves it when he goes to the bathroom. For shower, even shower. He never leaves his phone without him. That is one diabolical sign. Because what is there? Like, do you have any CAI files that you need to protect? No. He's not just private, honey. He might be too private. To the point where he's hiding something. Fifth one, very sad. He invalidates your intuition and your feelings and calls you too sensitive for overreacting. When you feel bad or sad or you're hurting something, he kind of doesn't show you that much empathy. That's a big sign. He just doesn't have empathy for you, girl. You need to run. And when you feel something is off and you express it, he says, "Oh my God, you're overreacting. What about you over-existing right now?" Oh my God, okay. I'm not hating on anyone, you know? Yeah. Dusty men just need to know their place. Emotional invalidation creates a perfect foundation for betrayal. Sixth one, very funny. He's weirdly protective of his single party animal friends. Well, first of all, the fact that he has this type of friends says a lot about him. Like, you know, show me your friends, I will tell you who you are. Probably you've heard this 100 times. If he's wild friends out there cheating on women or like having multiple women at the same time, or you've never seen them in a secure relationship or saying something normal. They're living in their DMs. So if he protects this type of people and keeps them in their life, he's probably one of them. You're welcome. Next one, he always faces the door and open space. When you're in a restaurant or cafe or in any social situation, he's always trying to look at the view. Often he's scanning like who's around, checking out people. Maybe there's someone who knows him that he doesn't want to be seen by. Or maybe he's just looking at whatever he wants to look at. I mean, there's no shame in looking around, but when it's your personality to be checking around, to know everything around you, like, hello, I'm here. I should be your best view.
You're my best view.
Yeah, he's kind of controlling who might see him. Especially if he's not in law enforcement or a mafia movie. No. Eighth one. He miraculously forgets to mention you in social situations. At work events, in the gym, or where you meet new people together or separately, doesn't matter, when he is kind of never just casually mentions and says, yeah, my girlfriend, here's my girlfriend. Or he subtly tries to keep this part of his life invisible. That's not forgetfulness. That's selective branding. He's keeping the door cracked open, just in case. Ninth and very, very, very important one. He has unresolved issues with his mother. And especially if the mother was kind of wounded masculine person. Not a lot of people have healthy relationships with their parents and mothers and fathers. So first, either they are going to the therapy or are aware of these problems and trying to resolve it as soon as possible, or they choose violence. Mental violence. This tells me that this person is just not willing to do something about it, to resolve the issue. He's just this wounded person who is blaming women. And all of this that I'm talking about in this video, I wish I just had imagined them. No, these are from my personal experiences or friends or just my statistics that I like to investigate time to time, because unfortunately I've been through this myself. So I know exactly what it feels like when your gut is saying, something's off, girly, help, but you're shutting it down. I know exactly what it feels like. So, and lastly, sister, it doesn't always start with touching. It starts with how he sees women, how he treats women, how he talks about women, and whether or not he sees you as someone who he can be honest with, even if it is very uncomfortable. So yeah, these are my statistics, and if there is more than one thing going on in your case, I hate to break it to you, but girl, you need to run. It's time to resolve some things and put yourself first. I wish you lots of love, confidence, and especially healthy relationships around you. Not only with men, but with friends and especially with yourself. Thanks for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.